Yeah, it's cool, right?
Hey, knock it off.
Right. You do? Hey, Zach. You too, Braden. Hey, Joe from Iceland. How you doing? Thanks, Mark. I miss your show. Their old stuff, man. The stuff that's on like double platinum, man, is fucking fantastic. That's all like Hotter Than Hell, Detroit Rock City. Um, she. Um, you really like. But do you love me? Do you love me? Love God. All that shit rocks, dude. As far as I'm concerned, like, yeah, the original lineup kicked ass. When I was little, um, they're like a big deal when I was in grade school. So I had like an Ace Frehley doll, and like that year that I think what Kiss Meets the Phantom. A couple of my friends and my cousin dressed up like like Kiss members because they made those costumes. So they all had like the mask, Peter Criss, Ace Frehley, Paul Stanley, and Gene Simmons. I wasn't a member. I chose to go as a Shogun Warrior. I think that was Halloween, maybe 1978, something like that. So Kiss was like the huge thing then. Fastest guitar channel. How you doing? Hey, Adrian. Debo's clips. What up? Perhaps. I mean, I don't know, like, Paul Stanley can really play the shit out of the guitar, believe it or not. I don't know who did what solos on those records. I mean, I'm assuming Ace, but I don't know for sure, man. I wasn't there at Casablanca when they were doing their original recordings. That's the record label that they were on. Yeah, I'm not doing a request. It says that in the title of the stream tonight. Sorry, Almond. How are you? Best Stones album? You think it's Sticky Fingers? That's cool, Joe. I like Let It Bleed personally. I like my favorites are Live With Me, Midnight Rambler. You Can't Always Get What You Want. Uh, Country Tonk. Give Me Shelter. I mean, there's three really big hits off that record. I mean, I know there's some big hits off of Sticky Fingers, obviously, but I'm doing the purpose of my channel, man. Read what the channel's about, dude. It's not about doing requests for you guys. Sorry. It just isn't. That's not my sole purpose in life. If you're bummed out by this, I'm sorry. Again, it's not my sole purpose in life. Okay. Hey, Mad Acoustic One. I love the Badger State. I went to overnight camp in Eagle River, Wisconsin. Where are you in the Badger State? You in Madison? What's my favorite music or Led Zeppelin album? Music for Life. It is Led Zeppelin 2. Joe, Physical Graffiti is a great choice. Favorite Tom Petty record? Probably Full Moon Fever. Or no, Mojo. I take that back. I like Mojo a lot better. Um, Wild Horses is one of my favorites. I like Bitch and Brown Sugar. And I like Can't You Hear Me Knocking, of course, duh. Uh, yeah, Happy Birthday, Ringo Starr. I like Ringo just fine. Um, he's not my favorite Beatle, Zach. My favorite Beatle was Paul. Thanks, baby. Hey, Fernando. Yeah, I listen to Frank Zappa. Why does it hurt when I pee? Joe's Garage. Dude, Frank Zappa is just so far out. I can't like. He's just too far out for me. You know, like Derek and the Dominoes and Eric Clapton and Led Zeppelin. That's the thing for me. So I get. I mean, nothing against Frank Zappa or Dweezil Zappa. The whole family is gifted as fuck in terms of talent. Like they shit talent over in that house. You know what I mean? Smart Studios area. Oh, I don't know where that's at. I was kind of getting at, are you like Sheboygan, Kenosha, Madison, like what area, Minocqua, like that's what I was kind of looking for in that acoustic one. If you don't want to tell me, that's fine. I don't know what Smart Studios area is though. Have you ever eaten at Dina Mia Pizza though? That's a better question for you. That's cool, Zach. Your favorite band, Ahmed, is Apocalypta or Apocalyptica? I can't even pronounce that, dude. Hey, Pedro. Hey, Fernando. You're welcome. Madison, excellent. Do you go to Dave's Mad Acoustic one? Dave's Guitars in Madison? I've never checked out Chris Whitney, BLB. Sorry. Kenji? Okay. Yeah, it's because the phone's poor at handling it. That's cool, Mad Acoustics. Yeah, that's why hey Debose, that's why I'm writing in there. Please support the channel by buying a sticker, a super sticker. A little bit of panhandling, because I can't grow and get better equipment until there's money in the bank. And since nobody's going over to buy my tunes over at the Patreon site, I know that because I checked it this morning. Um, Over here is the only place where money's coming in. You can buy a sticker for $1. There's two live streams every day. There's multiple short videos being thrown up. Have I ever learned any piano music on guitar, Nicholas? No. I've deciphered guitar riffs on the piano, figuring out where they would lie if I played them. And it's always perplexing to me. I'd love to learn how to play piano one day, but like it just escapes me. And with having severe carpal tunnel syndrome, I'm not gonna do that. Not gonna do that to my hands. Oh, ES137, that's cool, man. Uh, Eric Clapton and Led Zeppelin, man. Omar. Okay, does anybody have any questions about guitar gear, uh, guitars, effects, amps, that kind of stuff? Nicholas, I don't have an opinion on that one way or the other. I think they look good. I know what you're talking about now. I got it now. I think they look good. It's just that they say Epiphone on them, but it's like it's closer to looking like a Gibson. So like, you know, you're definitely it's nice, I think, having that nice touch on there. It's like you feel better about your purchase, right? That's what it makes you feel like. Instead of having the Epiphone headstock on there, it's closer to like the actual Gibson one, right? I think it looks much better. Hey, Snapshot, how are you? In my opinion, what is the best Marshall amp? I used to own a 1987 X, which is the 50-watt plexi lead. That was my favorite Marshall amp. I mean, I knew guys at that time. This was back in 1993. I would go out to blues jams at open mics at like tiny places, maybe places that hold like 50 to 100 people. And the house guy would bring a Blues Breaker 212 Marshall amp with him, and he wouldn't get it past 3 ever. I always thought that was funny. But he loved the amp, he loved the tone, so that's what he played with. Thank you, Nadi. Have a nice day yourself. What is my favorite amplifier, Omar? My signature amp, the Soulcactus signature amp. My other favorite amp is the amp that I currently use, which is my Swart STR tremolo amp. It's a 5-watt tube amp with Soulcactus mods, which just means if you go to Swart amps and you look for the STR tremolo, you'll see 5-watt 112 combo with a 6V6 6L6 power tube configuration. Mine is with a single Jensen P10R El Nico magnet speaker and uses an EL34 power tube. You can swap it out for a 6V6, but the L34 is the magic. That's why I get the tone that I get. So those are the Soulcactus mods. If you want my exact STR tremolo amp, you would just have to write Swart and be like, hey, I want to get an STR tremolo from you, but I want to get it with Soulcactus mods. He'll do it for you. I don't know the price and I don't get anything for it. I've just been personally using Swart amps since about 2008. And that's been my go-to amp for playing live or playing in the house. The other go-to amp for me is my Soulcactus signature amp, which is made by Victoria Amplifier Company. They don't make them anymore because I'm not in business anymore. They don't have the rights to it. Yeah, hey Zach Duck. I watched some of it, dude. YC Slime. That's cool. Dude, there's nothing wrong with the old headstock. I understand that some people couldn't wrap their heads around it, and they're thankful for the new reinvention. They just want to sell more guitars. That's why they did the redo on the headstock. That's it. That's the feedback they probably got. I love my Telecaster. Someone stole my Gretsch. Sorry, Omar. Damn. Hey, Dragon Master. That's a cool name. Zach, anyways, yeah, I watched the Ozzy stuff. What'd you think, man? I actually didn't like seeing Ozzy sing in a chair. That was kind of a bummer for me. Mad Acoustic 1, I am not a TS9 fan. There's too much mid-range in it for me. I love more of a thicker bass, more bottom end in my drives. So that if I want to play Sabbath, I can. Hey, Justin and Donna, how are you? Rock fan, good evening. How are you? Hey, Nicholas. Nicholas, my 50-watt plexi, I blew my power transformer and I had to buy a new one for the amp. There was a difference when I got it back. There was a tonality difference. It wasn't like, unless you played the amp like me for every day, you wouldn't notice it. But if you did play it like me every day, it was noticeable. It was noticeable to me enough to the point of like, I'm going to sell this because it's no longer the same amp. Mercury Magnetics OT, how did that work out? Thanks, Rock fan. I appreciate that. Well, that's true, Zach Duck. That's a good way of looking at it, right? Did you like the performance, though? Go fuck off. Just doing some quick housekeeping. Bye, Lauren left Lawrence. Good for you. Fuck you. Whoever the fuck you are. Fucking troll. I didn't see Axl Rose, Omar. I did see the Sammy Hagar thing perform Flying High, and that was kind of a train wreck. I don't know if anybody else. Well, Lauren's gone. She won't be returning. Blues Driver's not bad. I would just get a regular OD1 if I was going to get an Overdriver by Boss, or get a DS1. Thanks, Rock fan. That is very true. Hey, Ashley D, what's happening? All right, Metacoustic. Yeah, I know it's late for you. Study hard. Be smart. That's cool. I'm saying that's cool to you, Zach. I saw some things that I thought were really good. Um, I thought Nuno Betancourt was really, really good. I thought Tom with his hippo guitar was really, really good. Tom Morello. I thought his kids with Jack Black was really, really good doing Mr. Crowley, even though it's pre-recorded. I'm not an actor, Timmy, but I play one on TV. You're thinking of my older, more handsome brother, Jeffrey Dean Morgan, dude. Hey, Dax, how you doing? Hey, Anna. Anna's from Italy. All right. Ciao, Anna. Nicholas, that's very cool. Well, at least you got a good difference in your amp with that. Any mountain riff? I'm not really great at playing that song, but there it is. Yeah, Hagar was horrible. Yeah, that whole thing was not good. VCAB, thank you, man. Hey, Craig. Thank you, Craig. I appreciate that, man. You know, you got to do what you got to do. That's all I got to say. You know, people want to come in here and not respect me or respect you guys, respect the room, respect what the stream's about. I don't have time for that shit. I'm here for you guys. I'm not here to, you know, be a jukebox monkey. Uh, you know, I never made it. I wanted to make it, but you know, it's a dream, and you have to live in reality, right? So the reality is, I have severe carpal tunnel syndrome. I can no longer play professionally. So, you know, I'm doing this instead because I can't go play for 3 hours and get paid for it anymore. That's the only way that I can make money to go out and play because not everybody gets to play on the biggest stages. Some of us just never got lucky and we play our local scenes. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just the way shit works out. Hello from Japan. Hang on 1 second. We'll just take care of this first. Bye bye. Yes. Going with him. Love lava. That's cool. I love lava. Pizza the Hut, love it. How you doing? Hello from Japan. Murillo, how are you? Who do I love as a group? Led Zeppelin. I love the Who. I love the Allman Brothers, and a host of, well, a lot of others. Free, Bad Company, Pumpkin Pie, The Faces, The Black Rose, Traffic, Cream. Early Sabbath was lit. Me? Yeah, Early Sabbath was lit. Oh, Steven Tyler did a great job, Zach. That was the other person I was trying to think of. Steven Tyler did an amazing job. They played Train Kept a Rolling. He might, Zach Duck. He very well may. I don't know. I don't know. I like Aerosmith. I'm not a huge Aerosmith fan, but like I really like Pandora's Box, and I like some of the shit that they did in the '90s, like Permanent Vacation. Like, that was a cool record when they came back. And Pump was pretty cool too. I mean, they did some cool stuff. I wasn't a huge fan of Janie's Got a Gun, even though it was on Pump. Make top 55. I don't play Hotel California. It also says in the title that I'm not taking requests. But thank you for stopping by. Anyways, if you guys want to your daily jam play fish, I don't know any Trey, man. I'm sorry. You can help me out by buying a sticker or buying a super sticker in chat. The money goes directly into my pocket. You can always go buy my tunes on my Patreon page, which nobody's done yet out of over 6,000 subscribers. Mind blowing. And if you want, you can also follow me on Instagram. Sorry, I was drawing up like that. I remember Guitar Hero. I managed GameStops while that shit was big, dude. That's what I was doing back then. I wasn't always playing gigs. Sometimes when I owned Soulcactus Sound, Zach, I like, I don't know, my third or fourth year into it, I was spending a lot of time in my local GameStop because that was my hobby outside of music and everything else. But they asked me if I wanted to work the Halo 2. This is going back, the Halo 2 midnight opening, and like, work there part time to just help out during the holiday season. I'm like, yeah, sure. What is that, like one or two shifts a week? I'm like, I can handle that. But then soon after, I wound up being the assistant store manager after like a couple months because they saw that I had various qualities in business. I bet Aerosmith was good back then. Omar, I learned by taking private lessons. I started in Chicago in 1985, 84, I think, 84. And I took for one instructor for like a year and a half to 2 years. And then my family moved out to Arizona. And I started taking lessons from an outstanding instructor. I mean, complete luck of the draw. But this guy gave me the keys to the kingdom from a music theory point of view. Like I learned so much from this dude in like 3 or 4 years. You know, when I went to Berkeley in Boston for music school after I got done with my senior year of high school, I was bored in class. I stopped going to class a week into classes, and they called my parents. The dean called my dad and said, "Your son is not going to class." That was a fun conversation later that week. one of my pre-adolescent funnier moments. Yeah, I mean, look, hand-eye coordination in video games is no joke. Give me finger stamina. Yeah, that's hard, dude. The only way that you can build up finger stamina, man, is if you run scales with a metronome and you're doing it for like multiple hours a day, and you're playing for multiple hours a day. That's really the only way that you're going to build up a lot of finger stamina and dexterity in your hands and muscle strength. Like Zach, honestly, uh, when I got done with college, I mean, probably not even getting done, but I used to play for like 8 or 12 hours a day. Yeah, I messed with the slide at the beginning of the thing. I thought. That's as good as it's gonna get, William. Omar, every way is different. I know some really talented self-taught players. Like I have some really good friends that are self-taught that I frankly blow me out of the water. Um, it's okay, William. Don't worry about it. If you want to make it up to me, you can always buy a sticker or a super sticker in chat. That would help me out a lot. But yeah, I mean, like, basically, I had the privilege to see Warren Haynes and meet him a few times in person in my life. And seeing him up close and personal in the way he played, it's just something I was able to pick up on. Be like, oh, okay, I got it. That works for me. Um, I mean, slide placement is important. Like pinky to me is like too weak. Third finger feels very natural because I can get my second finger behind it for more support when I need vibrato or whatever. And plus, having these three fingers available to me allows me to do a lot of chords. You know what I mean? Because if I put it here, yeah, I'd still be able to play the chords, but it just kind of You'll have good support here with if you choose to use your FU finger for your slide. Um, and you'll be able to do a lot of bar chords. You know, do what feels natural to you. Having it on the third finger and playing with glass, a thicker glass, is warmth of tone. Using your fingers instead of a pick is warmer. You know, it takes a lot of work to manipulate slide. Yeah, it happens. It's called technology and it sucks sometimes. Sorry. Cool, James. I mean, you can use other materials to play slide. Like you can use a brass slide or a metal slide. I just feel like they sound really harsh. So experiment with some different slides and see what appeals to you. Johnny Winter used to use brass or metal. It's very metallic sounding. I don't like it. I don't think it sounds nearly as good as using a nice piece of glass. That's my personal opinion. I mean, I know tone, I know it well, and if glass sucked and that wasn't the go-to, why did Dwayne Allman use it? Why does Warren Haynes use it? Why does Derek Trucks use it? I rest my case. Why do I use Ernie Ball Slinkies? Because Eric Clapton and Jimmy Page use it. That's why. Your pants, Sean? That's cool. Thank you so much. I'm glad that you're pitching a tent in your pants. That's awesome, dude. Take it somewhere else. Okay. Hello from Ukraine. I got it, James. Thank you. I appreciate that. Let's try that again, shall we? Let's see what time it is. Okay. Thanks, Yen. So weird. I knew another Yen in college. She used to date my other guitar player in my rock band. They married, had children, and got divorced. Sorry. But I'm sure you're good, Yen. How are you this evening? Thank you very much for the compliment of my guitar. A lot. How many bands have I been in? Too many to count. I'm glad you're good. Welcome. I know you're new to the channel. I've not seen you before. James. Yeah, I like some old vintage heavy metal, I guess, from the 70s, which would be just early Black Sabbath. You too, Zach. Be cool. Thanks for showing up. Thanks, Jen. I appreciate that. Les Paul? Yeah, Les Pauls are good. What year did I graduate? High school or college? That's funny. I'm not a Tool fan. I'm just a tool. How are you, Jen? Hey, Rodolfo. Can you know about the video? What is the video? Sure, you can know about the video. I don't know. Oh, you're still in college, Jen? That's cool. There's nothing to cry about. That's great. What state do you go to school in? I'm in Arizona. I went to U of A in Tucson. I graduated with a Bachelor of Fine Arts. Hey, Grayson, how are you? Oh, you're in Utah. That's very cool. So we got something in common. A lot of mountain ranges, right? I think a lot of firearms. What's your major, Ian? No, I don't live in Atlanta. I live in Arizona, where the cacti roam and where the cacti stand and the tumbleweeds roam. Brick Attic. Oh, the Star Wars posters. They're from an artist named Matt Bush. I can get out of the way if you'd like to see them a little bit better. Anyways, they were numbered, so they're limited. I bought them when they were available, and they're long sold out. BS accounting. All right, I can respect that. I've done a lot of accounting myself because I'm the son of an accountant. That's my biggest problem in playing music with people. I have too much business sense. That's sort of why I became a journeyman, um, which just means I went from playing from band to band to band. Whatever gig would pay, that's where I would go. Kind of a bit of a bounty hunter mentality, if you ask me. Omar, we don't have kangaroos here, man. We have wildcats. Yes, Yen, like Boba Fett, very much so. He's right here. You love cats? I'm allergic. Like if I walk into somebody's house with a cat, I will start sneezing within like 5 minutes. I have to take a buttload of Benadryl. Hey, Goober, that's a great question. I like it. What are my thoughts on the newest iterations of main Star Wars movies? They're terrible. I cannot stress that enough. How bad they. I mean, like Force Awakens was okay because it was just a mirror image of Episode 4. Uh, yeah, and I do try and avoid them. That's why I have dogs. I have wiener dogs. They're cute and little, but they have major attitude. The only thing that I've liked really has been The Mandalorian. The first like 3 seasons, and then I liked the Obi-Wan series, and I liked some of the things in the Ahsoka series, but overall I didn't. Oh, you like Mando yet? That's cool. Yeah, Mando's cool. I don't know what the movie's gonna be like. I'm kind of worried, to be honest with you. I actually, if I owned one Star Wars franchise, let's just say, I wouldn't have made any of those movies or TV shows. The first thing that I would have done would have taken the story of Shadows of the Empire and turned it into a movie. And I would have started off the movie with Boba Fett flying away in Slave One with Han Solo frozen in carbonite from The Empire Strikes Back from Cloud City. That would have been the beginning of the movie. And then I would have flashed ahead to where everybody's scattered out now, like Luke's at Ben Kenobi's house, going through Jedi texts and learning more about the Force and making a new lightsaber. Princess Leia and Lando and Chewie were doing something else. They were trying to infiltrate Jabba's palace and this guy Prince Caesar's criminal empire. It's the it's basically what takes place between the events of Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi. To me, I thought that was a no-brainer to make people get back into Star Wars and really like get the three original members maybe back together on screen at the same time, which they blew that opportunity. So that's my thing with Star Wars. Hey, David Mora. Hey, Joan West. How are you guys? Um, Nazar. All right, how are you? Hey, Joan West. Play Wasted Time, Urban Legend. Don't know it. I'm good, Anthony. How are you? We're just talking about Star Wars and other. Hey, Wolfgang, other facets of guitar. Dude, don't come on my channel. What idiot. Hey, Mario. How are you? Did Yen go or is she still here? It's late for her. Right? So late for you, Yen? Uh, please, Davey. Hey, Joshua Keller. What's up? Thank you, Joshua Killer. You the man. I appreciate that, brother. You're welcome, baby. All I gotta say is please and thank you. You're good. Please. Guys, it says in the title, it says not taking requests. No requests. Use please and thank you when talking to me. I'm a human being after all. If you want something played, please ask me nicely. That's all I'm asking. Talk to me like a human being and we're good. It's not that hard. Wolfgang, what'd you do? You didn't do anything. You're all good. You've been here. You know the deal. Anyways, thanks Josh Keller for buying the sticker. I wish more people would buy the sticker. Help me support the channel. Help me to grow. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. That's all I know, dude. It's just those 4 chords. Go watch the Post Malone and Dave Grohl performance of it, dude. It's so good. Hey, Brent, what's happening? It's because Joan asked me to play TNT. You just got paid today, ZZ Top, Stevie Turner 2. What happened to Stevie Turner 1? Or Stevie Turner? Stevie, just add a please and thank you from your thing. Please do lyrics. Hey, Sejal from Nepal. What's up? Smith Mountain Lake, VA. Nice. I used to live in northern VA. Fairfax, Chantilly, brother. Yeah, BB Con. I get that about 50 to 100 times a day. Thank you. I'll let Jeffrey know. Okay. Does anybody else have any guitar questions they want to ask before I shut down the stream? Oh, that's cool, man. Near VA. All right, sweet. Right on. Yeah, a lot of good food in Virginia, man. Or in Northern Virginia, I should say. I don't know about the rest. All right, so if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Hit the like button. If you like what you heard, you want to support me, you can buy a sticker and stream. You can buy a super sticker and stream. That would help out a lot. It money goes directly to me. You can also go to my Patreon page, which is the links down below. not below the stream check, but below the video. All right. And you can go to Patreon page, buy tunes there. You can go to my Instagram and follow me on there. I can't necessarily guarantee that I'll follow back, but I'm there if you want to check it out. All right. For anything else, I'll be back here tomorrow for another stream. Well, two streams daily, and then more shorts, of course. All right, you guys, be cool. Have a good night. SFH, good to see you. Sorry I missed you last night. Um, anyways, catch you guys later. Have a good night. Thanks a lot. Be cool. Bye bye.